It all started at a busy train station in the city. Two strangers, Emma and James, both commuters, were caught in a moment of chance. One rainy evening, as people hurried past with umbrellas, Emma's bag strap broke, scattering her belongings across the platform. She frantically gathered her things when a hand reached out, helping her pick up a scattered notebook. She looked up to find a pair of kind eyes and a warm smile. James introduced himself with a laugh, and in that small moment they connected. Just another evening on the train, she thought, though somehow it felt like the beginning of something special. Days went by, and Emma kept running into James at the same spot on the platform. They exchanged small talk and shared laughs about the frustrations of the daily commute, and soon their chance encounters became something they both looked forward to. One morning, James noticed Emma wasn't there. He waited, glancing around, but she never came. Disappointed but hopeful, he took out a piece of paper and wrote a quick note, leaving it under the bench where they usually met. It read, "Missed you today. I hope everything's okay. Jane." When Emma returned the next day, she found the note, a small smile lighting up her face. She wrote back, placing her response under the same bench. "All good, just had an off day. Thanks for the note, Emma." And so a new tradition began. Notes exchanged on the platform, little pieces of themselves shared across scraps of paper tucked beneath the bench. Months passed and their notes grew longer. They spoke of their dreams, fears, and the small details of their lives. James wrote about his love for music, his family's old record player, and his dream of opening a cozy cafe someday. Emma shared her passion for photography, her secret wish to travel the world, and her fear of leaving her comfort zone. Without ever saying it aloud, they each felt that these notes had become something deeper, confessions and feelings they couldn't share with anyone else. Their connection grew stronger, word by word, until one winter morning, James left a final note. "I don't know what this is or where it's going, but I'd like to find out with you. Coffee?" Emma's heart raced as she read it, and with a trembling hand she wrote her reply. "Yes, tomorrow same time." They arranged to meet at a small cafe near the station, and the day finally arrived. James waited, excitement and nerves building with each passing minute. But as the hours ticked by, Emma never showed. Heartbroken and confused, he returned to the station the next day, hoping for an explanation, but there was no note. In the following weeks he returned daily, checking the bench, leaving messages, hoping she would see them. But as time passed, he started to let go, accepting that life sometimes takes unexpected turns. Eventually, he stopped leaving notes. 1 year later, on a chilly autumn day, James found himself at the station, drawn to the familiar bench. To his surprise, he saw a piece of paper folded under it, weathered and yellowed. He picked it up, his heart pounding, and opened it. It was Emma's handwriting. "I never wanted to leave without saying goodbye. I had to move suddenly to take care of my family, and I didn't have a way to reach you. I kept coming back, hoping I'd find you again. If you ever read this, I still think about that coffee. Emma." Filled with hope, James wrote one last note. "I'm here every Thursday evening waiting just in case. I hope you find this." He kept his word, returning each Thursday, watching the crowds. Weeks passed with no sign of her, but he never gave up. And then one evening, just as he was about to leave, he spotted her in the crowd. Their eyes met, and a wave of memories and emotions swept over them. They walked towards each other. No words needed, as if they were picking up right where they'd left off. Years later, they would tell their story to friends, the tale of two strangers who met at a train station and found love through a series of letters. And on every anniversary, they'd return to that bench, leaving a new note for each other. A reminder of the connection they'd shared, even when they were apart. For more interesting stories like this, do like, subscribe, follow, and share.